Sanke. For you, Coffee.
I'm a living example of you can get punched in the face and get back up, because I'm the modern day Aztec warrior.
Yeah, what up, what up, what up?
Shit,
You
what's
guys
up?
got Sanke on MMA Underground. We got Buddy V on his way. We got Sero hopefully on his way as well. But right now, all the way from the West Coast, we got Mr. Lionson of Pride.
Shit, what's up, y'all? It's good to be on the show. What's up, Smoke? It's good to see you again.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How you feeling, bro?
Yeah, I'm chilling. You know, I'm smoking, just at home. It's Valentine's Day. Finna kick it with my girl in a little bit. So, yeah, I'm doing good.
Straight up. Straight up. Any plans real quick?
I'm gonna keep that private. So,
Feel it. I feel it. Smart man. Smart man. Nothing wrong with that. Hey, I just gotta ask, bro. You're like one of the very few fighters that I could say this to, man. You got one of the best names I've seen come out of the West Coast. How did you get your name?
well, I appreciate it. But I got my name because I like anime a lot. Like, I watch a lot of anime. And my Instant Pride is from Seven Deadly Sins. It's from Escanor. He's the Sin of Pride. And I don't feel like I'm Escanor or nothing, but I resonate with the name because everybody who knows me knows, like, I'm a really prideful person. Yeah, it's like a double-edged sword for me. Like, it works in my favor a lot of times, and sometimes it doesn't really work in my favor. I'm just a really prideful person. And then I'm a Leo, so, you know what I mean? Just Lions to the Pride. I thought that that name describes me very well. You know, that's what I thought. Especially my fight style, like, cause I'm not no quitter. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got heart, and like, I'm here. I'm here to bang. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna let it all on the line. And so yeah, I just felt like it made sense.
Nah, it does, bro. It really does. And it's crazy because you touched on two things that clearly it was shown, man, in your first fight last event, and that was your no quit. You know, the continuing to not give up, to stay there and bang, and then it was also the pride. So let's talk about that fight, man. Last event, you fought Disturbing the Peace.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that for a second.
All right, for sure. Yeah, it was fun, dude. It was a lot of fun. It's crazy because I've been a fan of StreetBeefs for a while.
Sero.
So yeah, I've been a fan for a while.
What up? What up, brother?
I've seen him fight plenty of times, you know. Like, he's somebody I was like, oh, he's like, I like him. He's dope. I watched hell of his fights, and I was like, I feel like I'm gonna fight him at some point. Little did I know, I ended up fighting him my first fight. I was like, oh, that's crazy. And yeah, I had a lot of fun in there. It was banger. I gassed out quicker than I intended because I just didn't stick to my game plan. It was crazy. Like, I got in there, like, the first few, like, you watch the fight, like, the first 10, 15 seconds, I'm kind of sticking to my game plan a little bit. I'm fighting smart. I threw my jab to the head, and I threw a jab to the body, caught him another jab. And then he hit me. And then, I don't know, like, I was like, oh, yeah? All right, let's get it. And just started just banging and kind of threw my game plan out the window. And I was just ready to rock. And that's one of those instances where I say my pride kind of got in my way. Because he tagged me, and it was a hard shot, and I was like, oh, all right, you're going to feel this too. And then just started banging. But, yeah, yeah, I had a lot of fun. It was nice. Yeah, and the thing that also I noticed online, like, and even him, he kind of got butthurt because I didn't touch his gloves at first, and he got mad about that. And I didn't mean it to be no disrespect, because after the fight, everything, I shake everyone's hand. It's all good. It's all love, all respect. But people online, like on the comments and shit, were talking about that, and they were all butthurt about that too. But it's like, for me, we're about to fight. Like, I'm not about to be your friend. Like where I come from, how I grew up fighting every day. Like, it's war to me. Like, I'm not gonna be buddy, shake your hand, kumbaya before or during the fight, but afterwards, of course, all respect. I got no problem with him. He's a cool guy. Like,
Right.
you know, uh, but I feel like because they don't really know me. It was my first fight, and like, so they don't understand. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just kind of took a disrespect, but it was no disrespect. Like,
See, people don't see the behind the scenes. The people who aren't there at the event. I literally I witnessed that exchange between y'all where before the fight, DTP came over to show his respects,
Mhm.
and you were like, nah, and you didn't do it in a disrespectful manner. You even explained like, yeah, man, we're here for war. We'll save that for after the fight.
Mhm.
And when you said that, the way you said it, it was understood right then and there. Okay, this is what it's gonna be. This is
Yeah,
gonna be it's gonna be one of them kind of fights.
yeah, because that's what that's like. Even though I didn't stick to my game plan, I didn't want it to go to decision. Like, I told my people coming into it, I was like, someone's gonna get finished, either me or
Give
him.
me one
Someone's gonna get finished. That's what I
one
wanted to come with, because I wanted to be a banger, especially my first fight. I wanted to show out. You know what I mean? Um. So yeah, that was
Yeah,
that.
bro. You put on a performance. You know what I'm saying? And you know, people know your name. You know.
Yeah.
Sero, how you doing, bro?
I'm good, bro. How you been?
Good, good, man. It's good to see you. All the way from the Scrapyard, ladies and gentlemen. We got Sero coming in.
Hey, what's up? What's up?
Hey, what's up?
Man, it's been a minute since we talked, bro. Can you fill us in on your last bout?
Yeah. So my last fight didn't get posted. So what ended up happening is I showed up to do an MMA fight, and then the guy that got there to fight me, whenever they put the camera on you right before the fight, he came up and he was like on some like gang shit, right? He was like, "Oh, I'm from fucking Oceanside. I'm gonna show y'all how we get down." And like I'm kind of like homie over here. Like when we fight, like we're not friends, we're not cool. Afterwards, I'll dap you up. We'll be cool. But I there's a reason I'm like that. Like I had a boxing match and I was cool with somebody, and it was a tournament. I ended up being cool with one of my opponents. So I didn't really try as hard as I should have in our match, and I ended up getting dropped. I didn't get knocked out, but he dropped me, and I lost the match because I was
Mm.
holding back and he wasn't. So ever since then, we're not cool. If you're my weight class and we're about to scrap, like we're not cool. But there's no disrespect. It's just how it is. So homie started kind of running his mouth a little bit, and it's all fun. And I like to talk shit, man. I'm a kind of guy who likes to talk shit. Like I grew up with like my best friends would roast me on the dumbest shit, dude. Like that's how I came up, right? So I do that out of like a place of love. Like I just talk shit. So we're in the cage. My corner, ironically, was from Oceanside, California, and he was like, "Hey, I'm from Oceanside." So I was jokingly around, like, "Hey, man, fuck you. Like I guess I just lost my corner. I need a new corner." Like just joking around, right? So we go in there, we start scrapping, and I hit him a couple times. He doesn't land any punches, and right away he takes me down. And once he takes me down, and this is kind of important, I just bought a new mouthpiece. Like I got a custom mouthpiece, like molded to my teeth. And if anybody has those, you could talk super clearly with those on because they're like suction to your teeth, as opposed to the big old bulky mouthpiece. So I always talk shit in all my fights. I fought fucking Viking Warrior, I talk shit. I fought Hitman, I talk shit. But I have a big old mouthpiece, so you can't really hear me. So with this new mouthpiece, you could hear every word I said super clear. So I was running my mouth a little bit, and I was calling him a pussy. My bad if I'm not supposed to be saying certain
No,
things
you
on
good.
the
You
show.
good.
All right.
You good. Say what you need.
All right. So I called him a pussy. I was calling him a little bitch, and then he was on top of me. He had me. He was mounted, or he was in my guard, and I was hitting him from the bottom. So I started talking shit. I was like, "Hey, what happened to Oceanside?" Pop, 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 and I hit him a couple of times. So after the end of that round, homie gets up, and he's like, "Man, fuck this guy. I'm done. I don't want to do this no more." And he leaves. So I'm like, I'm standing there in the cage, like if you see, you could see it in the live, but you don't really, maybe you can't really hear what anything was said. So I was like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "Man, fuck you. Let me catch you in the streets, and I'm gonna fuck you up." And I'm like, "Dude, we're in a cage. Do it right now." So we started kind of talking shit, right? He took off, and then Steve came up to me, Fire Chicken came up to me, and he was like, "Hey man, like you crossed the line, blah blah blah." And I'm like, "Hey man, we're in the cage, and we're scrapping." Like, he's like, "Yeah, but this is street beefs. You're not supposed to start beefs." I'm like, "There's no bad blood for me. I'm just messing around. Like I'm just banging. Like it's fun." Like I say, if we're already scrapping, if we're already trying to take each other's heads off, what's a couple words? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I understood where he's coming from. He's like, "Hey, this goes on YouTube." I'm like, "You could just bleep out a couple cuss words, but hey, this is your cage. I respect whatever." So he asked me, he's like, "Hey, any way you could like talk to him?" I'm like, "Hey, I'll talk to him 100%. Like there's no beef." So I walked up to homeboy, shook his hand, gave him a little hug and everything. Like, "Hey, there's no beef, man. Like I'm in the cage. I have a different mentality when I'm in there. I'm gonna run my mouth. You're trying to take my head off, so I have to be in the mentality to take yours off." So it was all peace after that. He came up. We went on camera back to the cage, and we apologized on camera. He apologized for letting his emotions get the best of him. I apologized for crossing the line. Like I get it, and that was it. But Steve said that no, not really a point in posting it because there wasn't a definitive end to the fight. You know, I didn't technically really win, but he quit. So it's not really like it's not a good way to post a video, and I get where he's coming from. So with that being said, that dude, he hit me up on private. He hit me up privately and apologized, and he told me that he wants to run it back. So I talked to Steve, and he said that once we have our rematch and we have a normal full rematch, he'll just post that part of the fight, this last fight, prior to the next video. So it'll be like a little intro, and then the next fight will be posted. So it'll be one longer video.
I like that.
That's
Yeah.
what's up.
That way it's not completely lost and people get to see the backstory of how this happened.
Exactly. So like I said, there's no real beef. Like the homie hit me up. He like we're cool. We apologize on camera, but there's a little backstory to this little rematch. So it's gonna get posted all together.
Nice. Yeah, I had heard a little bit about this story, but I didn't know exactly what happened. So I ain't gonna lie. A part of me was like, man, is Sero still with Scrapyard? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
to hear everything is good. You know what I mean? That's what's up, bro.
Yeah, I give a lot of respect to Fire Chicken. Like he's the only, like I like doing Street Beefs because it gives me a place to really test myself. Like all of us have sparred before, and it's not the same as going in there with somebody who's gonna actually try to take your head off. It's just a completely different feeling.
Oh yeah,
So,
most
so
definitely.
I give him a lot of respect for what he's created and given me the opportunity to do. And so at the end of the day, regardless of how I feel, it is his yard. So I'm gonna give him respect when it comes to that. So if he doesn't want to post it, I messaged him and I'm like, "Hey, I would really like for you to use the video, but it's your yard. I respect if you don't." And that's how we came to that little agreement. Hey, because I've always been super respectful to him, and even if we have our differences, I always come correct when I come to Steve with anything. So I feel like he acknowledges that. And he gets heated sometimes, but I mean, like I said, we're all human. He was a little upset about unusable footage, so he said he'd figure out how to find a way to use it. So it's all love. Like me and Steve have never had any like bad blood or anything between us.
Yeah, and the thing with Fire Chicken, bro, a lot of times he's hard on himself.
Yeah.
He's a wizard when it comes to this editing shit.
Dude,
You know what I
yes,
mean?
he is.
So if anyone can figure out how to use the footage, he can figure it out.
Honestly, I think Steve and the way he edits his videos has brought up the entire Street Beefs, because I feel like the OG yard had to like, well, we got to step our game up because look at their editing.
Hey,
The
man.
same with you guys, like,
Yeah.
and I give him a lot of props for that.
Talk about it. That's real
Yeah.
shit. His production value has been top notch, you know, for a while now.
Yeah.
And you see everyone catching up. You know, you see everyone coming up with new ideas or similar ideas, you know. And,
Yeah.
you know, you really got, it goes back to Fire Chicken. And then before him, it goes back to Scarface.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly. It's all originated from him.
Yep.
But before we get like too far off, he said some things that I kind of want to touch on a little bit. Like the whole sparring thing, that's facts. Because like in sparring, I'd be going in between 8 to 10 2-minute rounds, like no problem. Like obviously I'll be tired and stuff like that, but not as gassed as I actually was after like the first round. But then also though, I do think that has to do with the fact that I didn't stick to my game plan, and I was just banging, trying to 100% fire shots. I was trying to throw KO punches. But sparring and in there is real different, because yeah, I didn't expect to gas that quick. Like I was very, very surprised. Like shit. But
Yeah, it's a different fucking animal.
not for real, bro. And
The
then
intent is different.
you were talking about shit talking in the cage and shit. And it's so funny because I didn't intend on doing that, but me, like, I like to talk shit too. And like I rewatched the fight so many times already, probably like 15, 20 times already, just to just like study and analyze what I did good, what I did bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's hella funny because like there's points where like I don't know why, because I know what not to do and what to do. But there's points like I was having my hands down, so I'm sitting there like saying shit to him, and like yeah, it was cracking me up watching it. Cause I'm like, man, I'm sitting here fighting like I'm out in the streets. What the fuck?
And see, a lot of times, like I like to talk shit, like I said, but I'm not a bully with it. Like if you go back and watch the fight with Viking Warrior, I lost that fight, the whole thing. He outpointed me the entire time, but you can't really hear. But if you watch, you can see when I'm talking shit to Viking, and he's beating my ass. So I don't give a fuck if I'm winning or losing. I'm gonna talk my shit. To me, I love it. Like I'm in the cage, I'm having fun. To me, it's fun.
No, yeah, most definitely. Like I remember there was one point in the fight he hit me hella hard, and I was like, "You hit like a bitch," but he doesn't hit like a bitch.
Yeah, you just
For the
said that.
record,
I
he
feel
does
you.
not hit like a bitch. It's pretty hard, but in there he
I
hit me.
remember that.
You hit like a bitch, and then it was just cracking me up rewatching it, and I see myself sitting there talking shit in the cage and shit, like I'm really fighting someone out in the streets. Because I don't know, it was just so funny, like. Yeah, just rewatching that kind of had like a Cody Garbrandt moment. I feel like, and just start trying to bang and thug it out. Because I don't feel like that was an accurate representation of my skills. Like, there's some points in there where like when it kind of slowed down and I was able to do some things, and I was like, if I wasn't as gassed, I could have made more of it. But yeah, I don't feel like it was the accurate representation of my skills, but it definitely showed my power and my heart.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I hurt him a
Without a
few
doubt.
times in the first round, and then that's also like it got me overzealous, and I just started trying to, because I was like, oh, I hurt him. I know I could hurt him now. I'm gonna knock his ass out, and he recovered very well, and yeah, and then he hurt me. He ended up hurting me too. And it
Let
was
me
crazy.
ask you this, bro. Let me ask you this. With reflecting on that fight, what do you know for a fact you would have done differently?
Stuck to my game plan, 100% for sure, and not fight emotional. Because that's really what happened. I just got like my pride, my ego got in the way, and I was just trying to knock him out and just start trying to bang. Uh, Definitely, I would have kept my hands up a little bit more, which actually I did. Like, I think that it actually looked worse than when, because of watching it as much time as I
Yo,
did, and like I've watched it slow down, and there's a lot of times where he's getting off a lot of punches, and it looks bad, but I was blocking and like dodging a lot of them on when I'm on the cage and shit like that. But don't get me wrong, there were big punches that slipped in. There were some big punches that slipped in, but the majority of them I end up blocking. So it looked a lot worse than what it was. I feel like in certain points of the fight. But for me, what I do differently is I move more. Like I said, I try not to let my ego, my pride get in the way, and I utilize my jab. Because I was catching them. Like there's a couple times I was catching them with like a slip, fucking cross, and then there was a good amount of times where I caught him to pull counter check hook. Which that's kind of instinctive for me. Like actually that shot right there, I do that pretty well. If you go back and watch that, I landed that punch like a good amount of times. But if I could go back, have the perfect fight, I would have capitalized on those moments more and added more punch like through combinations because I work combinations into that. But I was just gassed, so like towards the second, third round, and just one punch at a time type shit. But yeah, if I can go change it back, I would stick to the game plan because I believe my game plan would work, and I firmly believe skill for skill, if I fight the best way that I know how to fight, and if I had my gas tank fight, I would win.
I like the second half of the answer. Whatever I came into, I like it. What's up, Ryan Cinder Pride, Sero, and
What's up, bro?
Hey, what's up, buddy? V?
Sorry I'm late. It was Valentine's Day. It's my daughter's birthday. So, I threw a dinner. Things took a little longer than expected, but hey, it was a fun time. So,
It's all good, brother. All good. Good to see you.
heck yeah. Good, because I got some good questions for both y'all. But since I just came in on Sin's Line of Pride, talking, I figured let's hit the next question with Sero. Boo! Did you tell the people about your most recent win?
I did. I don't know if it's technically a win, but we actually talked about it before you popped on. I gave a whole detailed description.
Dang it. I missed it. Yeah, no, I watched the live, yeah, and I like being a fighter because sometimes things, we all get in the heat of the moment. You gotta love the passion in the fight game. And then with Sims Line Pride fight, Stomka, you were ripping that one, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What was it like being in there? Because I know I like the skill set I saw, and when you mentioned the gas tank, that was like the only thing I kind of saw towards that third round. I liked, that defense you were keeping up and the counters that you had. And I was like, man, if only had a little bit more. Dang.
Yeah, it was wild, man. It was two titans in there, man, going back and forth. Two titans, man, and a lot of energy, a lot of power shots. You can feel it. You can feel it through the video.
Right. Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, that's what I came for. I mean, I came to fight smart, but like I said earlier, you weren't here. I was saying like leading up to it, I told everyone who was writing me, I was like, someone's win or lose, someone's getting finished. Like that's what I'm coming with. Because I don't want it to go to decision anyways. Like, and especially my first fight, I damn sure don't want to go to no damn decision. That's boring. Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it could be a banger and go to decision, but it's like I'm trying to get somebody out of there.
Absolutely. And you came out and did a boxing match. You think you might find yourself doing a little kickboxing or MMA, or you think straight boxing?
No. I was training for MMA. I would prefer MMA. Like 100%, I would prefer MMA. There's a bunch. I don't know if you've seen them. There's like I post a bunch of like little training videos on the group page. And it's all MMA shit. Like I like to throw elbows and knees and mix those into my punches, and like I have some kicks that I throw pretty well. So yeah, that reminds me during the fight also, right when you like at the end when you stopped it, fucking if you watch, like my knee comes up, but that's because like I end up getting, he has me like I'm blocking, and then I end up like getting him in a tie clinch. I put my hands behind his head, and my knee starts coming up because he's just punching me in the stomach, and like I was gassed, and just instinctively I start fucking kind of putting the knee up, but in my head I'm like, I can't fucking knee this guy. I can't knee this guy. So then like I'm just kind of holding my knee there all retarded, and then he's punching on me, and I'm like, this is a bad position to be in. And then you're like, stop it. I'm like, fuck.
Nah, dude. That shit happens to me.
It was more or less just the knee had just went up, and like I had told you, if it goes up again, I got to,
Oh yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
all I saw was the knee going up again, so it
No,
had to
most
go back.
definitely. I don't got no problem with that. In the moment, and even still, like as a competitor, as a warrior, I'm like, I know me, and I know, like I would have kept going. I'm like, let me finish. Let me go out on my shield. If I gotta go out on my shield, like as long as I'm standing, I feel like I got a chance to win. So, but I understand. I appreciate you. You try and do it for my safety. Also, you don't really know me, never seen me fight before, so you know what I'm saying. So,
Yeah.
Absolutely. And then, Sero, I had a two-part question. I was at one, are you in Washington? And two, when do you think you're gonna come out to the Scrapyard again? Because I know you come like every other month or something like that.
So my goal is to go every month, but with the holidays is why I didn't go for like 2 or 3 months. So from now on, I'm trying to go every single month that I can. If there, I always I'm super. It's to me, it's really important to keep Fire Chicken informed. So if I can't go, I'll tell him months in advance. Like, hey, this month I can't go. This month I can't go. And I try to be super on top of whenever I'm going to be there, because I know how it feels whenever you want to fight and then people ain't showing up. So I go the extra mile to make sure he knows when I'm going to be there. So like I said, as of right now, every month until I got some sort of training, I can't go. But I'm trying to get as much in as I can.
Oh hell yeah! I mean, I think one event my car died. Damn, I packed everything up. I was like, all right, be there in like an hour and a half. And I'm gonna start like, nah, you're fucking kidding me. So I was like, yeah, my car's dead. Be there in like 3 hours. Gonna charge the bad boy. Shit. But yeah, I'd rather have be let known ahead of time. That way you don't gotta worry about it. Or like, okay, well, now I know for next time.
Yeah, dude,
Hey,
it's a
quick
struggle
question, man.
fighting fighters though.
When do you think you may come out to the West Coast?
It's super hard, man. The only reason is because I'm in Washington, but my kids are in North Carolina. So anytime I get the money and the time, I'm going to North Carolina. So I go to North Carolina like every other month, and that's a toll on my bank account. Let's just say that, right? So
Yeah.
if it wasn't for that, it'd be super easy to do a weekend flight out there and make it. But that's why with the finances, I spend a couple grand every time I go to North Carolina, and that's like every other month, every 2 to 3 months. So like I want to go out there. I like the vibe. I know I'm cool with Free Smoke, with Hitman, and a lot of you guys that have just spoke to me online. I never met you in person, but I'm cool with a lot of the West Coast guys. So I'd like to make it out there. It's just super hard financially.
Understandable, man.
I feel that. I think Go C asked if either one of you are trying to go pro out of this.
I would like to. So my goal is to train, get a couple amateur fights in, and then eventually go pro. Like at the end of the day, I'm 31, and I want to at least by the time I'm mid to late 30s have a couple pro fights, and that's it. I'll be happy to say, hey, I was a professional MMA fighter, and that's it. I'm not trying to make it to the UFC. I'm 31 years old. It ain't. The guys that are in the UFC, they've been training since they were like 15. Like if I were to make it, I'd be a journeyman, if anything. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not delusional. I just want to have a couple pro fights, and if anything, have to like take a step into like a big organization. That's about it. I'll be happy. I don't have aspirations to be a champion, but I'd like to make it as far as I can.
Okay.
Honestly, I feel that a little bit. Like because I kind of feel the same way. Like because I like fighting. Like I grew up fighting. I feel like when you just feel like when you're doing something and it's like this is it. Like, does that make sense? Like,
Yeah, I feel you.
this like you understand it and you know how to do it, and it's like not that I'm not good at other stuff, but I feel like you know what I mean. Like, does that make sense? And like he said too, I don't want to be some champion. I'm not. I'm 26. I'm not like, oh, I'm gonna go to the UFC and be champion, #1 pound for pound fighter in the world or something like that. But I would like to be able to get more in shape and then get some more fights up, get some more amateur fights in, and then potentially get paid. You know what I'm saying? Make some money. Yeah, because that's, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, because it's something I always loved to do. Like, I grew up as a little kid doing martial arts throughout my life, just on and off again, different periods of my life, finding my way back to martial arts. But throughout the years, I was always just fighting. And it's not even that I'm like a violent person or I go out looking for fights. It just happens. You know, like so where I grew up.
I got something to add. Kind of what you said. Right now, or like you said, you're not a violent person, right? Everyone, because I'm in my group of friends, I'm like one of the main ones because I'm always trying to train. I'm always trying to. I have people that train, that dabble in MMA, kickboxing. So I kind of force them, hey, come train with me, because I'm begging for partners, right? So I'm the one always talking about it. So in my little community of friends, everyone sees me as a fighter. But the bad part of that is everyone assumes I'm super aggressive. I'm like violent. That I'm a violent. Like if I get drunk, that you're super. Like they're afraid that I'm gonna go. Like no, that's the complete opposite. Everyone gives me that stigma, right? But just the other day, maybe like 2 or 3 days ago, I do DoorDash on the side, right? So I was driving, and there was a line in front of this restaurant. It was like super packed. So I'm like, all right, this car was waiting for another car on the left to like go into the parking. So I was going to try to go around them. So I go around the car in front of me and I go behind them. And then when I do that, another car pulls out and I pull in. And in hindsight, that was the dude was going to wait on that spot. Even though that spot just came up, I took that spot. So I'm like, all right, kind of a dick move. I'll own up to my part. I shouldn't have done that, but I got to hurry up. I'm working. I'm trying to make money. So I ran in there. And when I got out of my car, this dude runs up on me. And he's like, hey, what the fuck are you doing? Blah, blah. And I'm like, what? And I have my headphones in. I'm like, what are you talking about? So he grabs me and pushes me up against the car. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Get your hands off me. Blah, blah. So I get upset. And he's like, that was a dick move. Why'd you do that? And it was like an older guy, at least in his 50s, maybe like 5'6", 5'7", little chubby dude. And I'm like, man, just leave me alone. Like, my bad. And I walk away. And he's like, no, and he keeps trying to grab me. So I'm like, look, get off me. Like, I'm not gonna fight you. He's like, make me get off you. Blah blah. I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna fight you. And I walk away. And there's a whole crowd. Like, this restaurant is packed. There's like a line outside, and there's a bunch of people watching. And like I said, I look at him, I walk away, and I go inside the restaurant. And there's people up there in line. Some younger couple. He looks at me. He's like, hey, thanks for letting the old man live. And I'm like, I'm not gonna fight some old dude. And I walk off. I grab my food. I grab the food and I take off. The dude's outside waiting for me. So he's trying to start. Yeah, he's trying to start a fight. He's like, hey. And I'm like, dude, just leave me alone. Like, my bad. I'm about to leave. You can take the spot. And he keeps cursing at me. And like, all right, man, have a nice day. And I walk off. And I was kind of surprised in myself because I always thought everyone has those, like, you play that moment in your head. Oh, if somebody runs up on me on the street, I'm going to fuck them up. And that happened to me. I had every right to hit that dude. He put his hands on me. He pushed me up against the car. I could have self-defense and dropped this old dude. But I calmed down. I'm like, you know what? It's some little old dude. I'm going to gain nothing from harming this old man. And I walked away. So I'm not a violent person. I'm super chill, but I love getting in a cage and fighting. Like, it's weird, right?
It's a different feeling. It's wonderful. It's like both y'all said, it's completely different. Helps make me more peaceful. And like when I'm there, it does feel like I'm home. Like I get, sometimes I do get upset. I do have, like, I get aggressive here and there throughout my life, and this and that. But when I'm in that cage, it's the one time I personally truly feel at peace. Even the little nerves beforehand, this and that. When that cage door closes, I don't know what it is, but I feel at home. Win, lose, whatever happens during that moment, I'm in complete bliss. I don't care if I'm hitting. I don't care if I'm getting hit. I don't know what it is. It's just, this is me. This is what I love. I get to enjoy what I do. And it's a great feeling. Thank you, StreetBeefs, for putting this shit on.
I know, like for me, man, when I'm driving to the event, one of the main things that's going through my mind is I belong here. I belong here. This is what I do, and nothing's going to change,
You know what? I think it's hella cool. You just reminded me of fucking, because you're talking about on the way to the event, right? When, like, pulling up to the event on the way to the event, I had the fucking the main Naruto theme song playing, because that shit was pumping me the fuck up. That's my favorite anime of all time, right? And like, it really resonates with me a lot. But that shit was pumping me the fuck up. And I think it's so cool that like that's what I was listening to literally as we pulled up, and then the dude I ended up fighting is wearing some McCoskey shorts, and I was like, oh, yeah,
The irony.
more time is a thing that go down.
Man, kind of off of what you said, where you said you belong there, right? I honestly feel that like I was made for this. Like ask Buddy V, he's seen me fight a couple of times. Like I'm not trained. I train myself, and I used to go the training I got. I used to go to an open mat at a gym, so not formal classes. I show up to open mat, and I just ask people, "Hey, you want to spar?" And then I'd ask them, "Hey, how'd you do this?" And I'd ask questions, and I just basically teach myself. YouTube, go to open mat, and I went to a formal gym for 1 month. That's all the formal training I have, 1 month. And when I started sparring, my coaches, they're like, "Hey, where'd you used to train?" And I'm like, "I've never trained before." He's like, "Oh, well, you fight like somebody that's trained before." So I just have a natural instinct for fighting, and I love it. And I honestly feel in another life, if I were to train when I was like in my 20s and my teen years, I would 100% have what it takes to be a champion. But I'm realistic. I'm 31 years old, and unless I'm a heavyweight, ain't no old champions other than heavyweights, and I'm not a heavyweight. So I'm being realistic with myself, and I have an attainable goal: become a professional, maybe be like a regional little champion in a smaller organization, or just step foot into a big organization, and I'm be happy with my. I showed my children, hey, if you want something, this is how you can accomplish it, and if not, then it is what it is. I tried.
Oh yeah. I think earlier Coach C was saying something about if you guys would do bare knuckle, and it's funny because that's like Joe Diesel Riggs, Joey Beltran. We didn't have Diesel Riggs on the show. We had Beltran on the show, and it's like these are older guys that are veteran fighters. They love the game, and they just they want a hand in it. So I think as long as you continue to love it, you'll always find a way to do it. Which turns it back to the question: do you think either of you came to the point ever might consider BKFC?
Hell
Yeah,
no, man.
actually,
I'm not
to
gonna
be
do BKFC.
honest, I would. To be also solid, I'd do bare knuckle fighting champ. That wouldn't be my first option, but like, I would. I'm gonna get paid
I
to go
actually
fight.
I know two
Saying like,
people that
I
fight BKFC.
make money, and it's like I already gotten a bunch. I've already gotten fist fights, like so it's really nothing new. Like other than it's a fist fight with trained people, like you know what I'm saying? Like it's still a fight, like how it's always been. So a fight is a fight. So like you know what I'm saying? Like if I gotta go take some punches to make some money and give some punches to make some money. All right, that's what's up. That sounds like a good time to me. You know, like, shit.
Yeah, so I actually know two people that are fighting BKFC, and they both want. Okay, so if you know Killer B Starling, Taylor
No
Starling.
fucking way. Yeah, she's a fucking beast. I follow her on Instagram
You
too.
know it?
Yo, she's a savage. And then her first fight, dude, her face was destroyed. Her hands were like busted up, but she won. And man, that woman has some balls that I don't have, dude. Because I'm not saying I can't do it. I could 100% do it, but I don't want to. You know what I'm saying? And her fiance is the open mat I was just talking about. He's the owner of the gym that I went to, the open mat. It's called Modern Warrior. So her fiance just had, I think it was his first bare knuckle fight. His name is Keith the Rockstar Richardson.
I heard that. I didn't watch the fight though.
It was a banger. He won. He fucking he got busted up. His face too busted up. And those two people are people that are way more skilled than I am, and they're getting busted the fuck up. So I could do it, but man, it's gonna be rough. But I give mad respect to both of those people. Keith the Rockstar Richardson, look him up if you don't know him. Modern Warrior, and Taylor Starling, Killer B. She's a savage.
Oh yeah, that's one thing I watch. Like I don't watch every single BKFC event, but I watch them. Like I'm a casual viewer of BKFC. I'm more of a hardcore UFC fan and just watch that. But I'm a casual observer for other things, you know. But the ones that I've seen, yeah, people get busted up and their hands get all fucked up. And like for me, I feel like that'd be the only things probably my hands because I've broken bones in my hands plenty of times. Like I don't know why I feel like I got Mayweather hands. Like they just
Yo, I saw somebody ask about the power slap or whatever. What's that shit called?
Oh yeah, the slap league. Yes,
Yeah, that
we
shit.
talked to Static. Me and Fire Chicken. Yeah, I'm curious. Would you guys?
I am very passionately against the power slap shit, the slap league. I feel, to me, in my opinion, I feel like it's just two people trading CTE. Like the thing with, to me, and this is not to disrespect anybody that does it or anybody that supports it. This is my personal opinion, so take it with a grain of salt. My opinion doesn't matter. So if you disagree with me, good on you. But what I feel is, in martial arts, you have the option of not getting hit. If you're skilled enough, you're not going to get hit. In power slap, you don't have that option. You're just going to sit there and trade blows. And you're getting hit with you're not getting hit with like the tip of the finger. You're getting hit with that bony part of so that you're getting knocked the fuck out. So you're just trading concussions, dude. And it's proven, if you keep getting concussions, you're going to get knocked out faster, because once your brain realizes what a concussion is, it's like, oh crap, I don't want to feel this again. So you get knocked out quicker, and you're just trading concussions. And I think that's so stupid. And I don't think it takes, like, no offense to anybody that does it, I don't think it takes a lot of skill to sit there and trade slaps. I'm gonna be honest with you. It takes skill to hit somebody who's moving and trying not to get hit. I don't think it takes a lot of skill to hit somebody who's just standing there.
Talking
That's
about
just my opinion. Yeah, I hate it. I hate it, man. And then in the way, and I feel like these people are super strong. They could take a hit and they could do it. Great on you. But I feel like at a certain point, we need to protect these people from themselves. There's some tough motherfuckers, but you're going to get some brain damage. Like, it is what it is. Like, there's drugs are illegal because it messes up your brain. Trading hits and knocking yourself up should be illegal because you're messing up your brain. But that's kind of hypocritical because boxing messes you up too. So I get both sides of the story. I'm just passionately against the slap league stuff, man.
I think that's pretty cool because we got like opposite viewpoints. Because for me, like, it doesn't really matter to me. Like, I'm like, they want to do it, let them do it. I don't really care.
Well, I agree with you. If you want to do it, do it.
Like, I think it's kind of fun, to be honest. Like, I've seen highlights of it, but like, I could see about the concussion shit. But to me, it's like, fuck it. Like, they want to do it. Who am I to tell them, hey, you can't go get slapped up? You want to get slapped up? Go get slapped up.
I agree, but at the same time, it's like, if you see somebody shooting up heroin, like, all right, go do you. No, there's laws, like, nah.
No, yeah, see, but then also that I feel like that's different. Like, getting slapped is different than doing heroin.
I don't know. If they could do a study on the CTE has caused people to kill people.
Well, then
like
we shouldn't let
severe
people play
CTE.
Football, then, if
I think it's definitely a question. I feel like it's more guaranteed getting trading slaps. That's just my opinion.
I really don't care. Like, if it's there, I'm not gonna watch it regardless. So it really doesn't
I don't watch it. Like, when people send me highlights, I always send a little thumbs down and I don't watch it. I don't want to see it.
I feel kind of like, people are doing what they do, but I agree. I would rather be in a situation where I can defend myself. If I get hit, I get hit. But at least I can defend myself. I don't want to openly be like, here you go.
Yep.
In my opinion. I don't know.
See, like, for me, I don't suggest it to nobody. You know what I mean? But I support our StreetBeefs brothers who are doing it. But it's nothing I would do, and it's nothing I would suggest nobody do. You know what I mean? But as far as the guys that I personally know who do it, I'm gonna support them and check them out and whatnot. Because
like support them as a brother. Like, hey, I love you. Do what you do, but I don't support this choice. But I'm gonna still be there for you.
Right.
I can respect that.
I mean,
I can do that.
Catch me in there.
If
I see a highlight, I'll put a like. But other than that, I don't think I'm gonna watch Slap League.
Yeah, I
what's it called? It's called Power Slap, huh? Not Slap League.
It's something like that.
Slap.
I don't know.
I still gotta catch up on the Tough House. I haven't seen every season. Just kidding.
To me, it's kind of like, like when you see like a train wreck and it's really bad, but you kind of gotta watch it. That's what it is to me. Like, ooh, I know it's about to happen, but I'm kind of interested a little bit, but I don't support it. That's what it is to me.
Shock value. That's what they.
Exactly.
That's what shock value.
Exactly. That's what it is.
Well, let's see. We're hitting about that 46-minute mark. I don't know. Samke, you got a few extra questions for these gentlemen, or?
I kind of ran through most of my questions in the beginning, man. If you have any last questions, man.
The only thing I was curious about, because yes, Sero's a killer in the cage and he shows. The one thing I love, this is a commonality between the both of you, is the level of heart that I see in the fighters. I've seen fighters quit. I've seen fighters kind of push through but stop. But I mean, Samke had to stop the fight. You were going until you would not quit. And then Sero, yeah, I've seen you just go all the way, breathing hard, finish. Just, I love it. But my curiosity is, what would be one thing you could improve about your game? What would one improvement be?
Definitely my cardio. That's what I'm working on heavily right now is cardio. Yeah, that because I gotta make sure I stay focused and not let my pride get in the way. But the number one thing is cardio. Because even I feel like as long as my cardio is good, even if I kind of let my pride get in the way and got into like an ego fight, I'll be good as long as my cardio is there. I just can't get gassed out. So cardio.
See, mine's the opposite. I'm not in the best shape right now, but I have a really good fucking cardio. If my sparring partners that are all in better shape than me in general, but when we spar, I'll spar for 3-4 minutes, and then when the next guy comes, I don't take a break. I'm like, all right, next guy, boom, and I just keep going. So I have a lot of cardio, but I want to improve on my technique. I want to be more crisp, like more clean. Like I can brawl. Like I'm a brawler. I'm gonna go out there, and you might be a better martial artist than me, but I'm gonna beat your ass. Like that's how I feel. You know, you might have a beautiful you might have a beautiful kick, a beautiful fucking right hook, and all that stuff, and mine might be a little sloppier than yours, but I'm gonna win regardless. So I would like to match my dog and my cardio with my technique. I want to improve my technique, and I'm working on it. It's just hard not going to a formal gym. It's hard to get that technique.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's those little fine tunes that a coach can give you, or someone with more experience. Yeah, I can dig it.
Exactly.
Hell yeah. Well, before we end up, hitting this commercial break, we're gonna have to ask for shout outs, social medias, anything you want to let the viewers know about you. Who wants to go first?
Shit. Follow me on Instagram at Young P the God. Just spelled just like that, Young P the God. Also, you can follow my TikTok at the same thing. Yeah, and I don't know what I want them to know about me. I guess I don't know. Like every time I come to fight, I'm here to fight. Like you saw, I'm not about to quit. Just regardless, never. That's just not who I am. I've been through too much shit to ever give up or on myself or count myself out or whatever. And I'm gonna come to fight. It's no disrespect to nobody ever, but also at the same time, it's like I'm probably not never going to touch no one's gloves before the fight. After the fight, I always will because it's all love. But before, it's like I said, I'm here to fight. Like we're not fucking friends. Like you're trying to knock me out in front of my friends, family, and everyone watching. So why would I touch gloves to that? You know what I'm saying? Like, so that don't make sense to me. But it's all love, and after it's all respect because I'm as a martial artist and everything. It's all love, it's all respect. You know what I'm saying? Afterwards and shit like that. And yeah, I'm here to fight. So that's it.
Oh yeah, I can dig that.
So for me, you can follow me at Sero the Antagonist, all one word, just Sero the Antagonist. It's funny because I like to talk shit, but so for me, I mean, I'm from Texas and I've always rep it. In my fights, I don't rep Washington, nothing like that. I'm from Texas. I'm from Fort Worth, Texas. I got it tattooed on my back. I got three daughters, so I'm a father of 3. I'm in the military. Been in the military for like 12 years now. I'm 31. So I mean, I don't really know what else there is. To me, home. I was gonna start with StreetBeefs over at the OG yard because I used to. My kids live in North Carolina, and that's the OG yards in Virginia. But I was gonna go to one of the OG ones, my very first event, but it got canceled. It due to a hurricane, so I never got to go. But yeah, so home right now is North Carolina. My home away from home, which is Texas. I'm living in Washington. I'll probably be in another state in a year or two. But I don't know. Father of 3, 31. That's pretty much all there is to me. I'm actually don't take my demeanor in the cage and on video to heart. That's just like me having fun. I'm actually a super down to earth person. Like I hung out with Buddy V, and we went out to a bar and we partied and shit. And I promise you, like he can vouch for me. I'm a super chill person.
I can't. Yep. Free smoke too.
Yep.
Ugly boy.
Oh yeah,
I appreciate y'all for coming on. That time,
course,
everything. It's like, woo.
Yeah,
man, it was a fire show, man.
Thank you for having us on. Real quick, right? So if you want the personal life, just go to my Instagram that I shouted out earlier. But if you want training shit, go to my TikTok. That's what my TikTok is for. So.
All right, same thing. Young P the God.
Yeah, Young P the God. Yeah, that's it.
Awesome.
Well, thank you all very much. You guys have a great night.
All right, thank you. Have a good.
Y'all too. Hey, happy Valentine's Day.
Yeah, Valentine's Day. Man, I'm bummed I missed the first part of the show. Sorry about that.
It's all good, brother. It's all good, brother. It was a great show nonetheless.
I know you killed it. Yeah, I got no worries.
Yes, bro.
Right. I think Jay has a little something he needs to tell people, a little bit of real talk.
Let's check it out.
The shattered mind. It enters my mind like a trespasser. I say to myself, I got this. The shattered mind replies with a laugh. What could you have done? Who could you have helped? Why did you? Why didn't you? The pain, the shame, the hopelessness of it all. It weighs you down. Makes you question your.
Oh yeah, I like
Christ.
that.
Y'all
I
know
watched
the
that
deal.
earlier too.
Make sure y'all head on over to overtimehustling.com where you can catch all
Thank
the latest
you, Jay.
merch,
I
all
like
the newest
that.
mags,
But
all the media,
you know,
everything. Know what I mean? And you can also find me on Winging It with the homies Keith G, King Dale, and Payne Gusto. And you can catch me on Turf Tales with the homie SK. And if you got nothing to do on Sundays, even if you do got something to do, make sure you tap in the Overtime Reactions hosted by the homie Cuzzo. And I cannot forget the homie Jay over there at the Yankee.
I was muted for a sec, but we're not a commercial.
Make sure y'all go over there and check them out. And hey, check me out, your boy Freezes, on that Real Talk with Jay. It was a hell of an interview, yo. Gotta do it again. I keep saying it because I mean it. We gotta do it again. I had a great motherfucking time. But anyway, you know who it is. Freezes H, OTH, Yankee and the Brit, Winging It, Turf Tales, Overtime Reactions, Chronicles Podcast. You know the drill. Cush's Corner. It's a motherfucking movement. So move with it. Or move out the motherfucking way. Simple and plain.
Overtime hustling, we hustling overtime.
Yeah.
there we go.
You back.
Little technical difficulty. Back. We're good.
Shoot. You got something for us though, buddy?
Yeah, I think I got a little something that people need to peep their eyes onto. A little something to watch.
Let's go.
Buddy V's Fighters to Watch.
Now, these are 3 fun ones. Actually, very interesting. Each for the reason why. We'll start off with the Scrapyard. The first one is The Horseman. Now, I like this guy because when I saw the title, it said Bamboozled. And he does about, 10 pounds or whatever, 12 pounds on Crazy Legs, I think. Yeah, anyway. He puts up a good fight. The last few opponents Crazy Legs has had, he's proven why he is a top-tier fighter. And this guy came down, traveled all the way from Canada to come fight him, or to come fight. So he didn't get his fight. I don't know what happened to his opponent, but he ended up fighting Crazy Legs and went all the way to the end. I was so impressed. I have not seen somebody actually give Crazy Legs a run for his money this way in a while. So it was a fun match, that's for damn sure. So the Horseman, I want to see more of him. I want to see what he's capable of. He impressed me. Let's see it. We got West Coast. We got Josh Jones Jr. This one is cool because I actually caught his fight against Earthling 7. And he went all 3 rounds. And you see people, they either go the distance or they end up losing and getting it handed to him from E7. So I like the skill level. I also saw the fight he had against Demon Monsoon, which was a fun one to watch because he showed a lot of heart and showed a lot of composure too, which is why I enjoyed this fight with E7, because even when he took a couple extra beatings from E7 and E7 was throwing those haymakers, like, holy shit, how's this guy standing? He weathered the storm. So I was very surprised at his heart, his determination, and his body. I was just like, how is he eating these shots? So yeah. The third one, that's the funny idea, is because Josh Jones Jr. fought Demon Monsoon. And Demon Monsoon is my fighter to watch from the OG yard. He has proven time and time again that obstacles are nothing but a mental blockage. If you don't know, he has autism. He fights with autism. He advocates for autism. He not only fought him as a beef fight, but he's fought so many other people. Even more recently, in the OG or and like the dark room, whenever he had a fight against somebody, he will not back down from a challenge, and he has a winning record for a reason. He is living proof that no matter what it is in life, you can do what it is you want. I love to watch him fight, and when I met him in Virginia, he was the sweetest person ever. So those are my 3 fighters to watch.
Yeah, man. Those were some great picks, bro. Great picks. I would even go as far as to say those were some fire picks.
Ooh, the roof is on fire.
Speaking of fire, man, let's go ahead and give the people what they need. Yeah, Conte and the Fire 5. Let's go. We're going to go ahead and hit you with a fight straight from the OG yard. Street Beefs, OG yard, Church Boy versus King Madness. This is a fire fight. Basically, you got the new up-and-comer versus the veteran. Great boxing match right here. Both of these men have power in both hands. But also both men have toughness, and it's shown in this fight each round. Madness, point blank period, he shows why he's the champ. He shows why he's undefeated. But we also saw in Church Boy, we saw no quit. Street Beefs OG yard, Church Boy versus King Madness. That's a fire fight. And also, I want to wish King Madness a speedy recovery. He just had a surgery recently. Our thoughts and prayers go out to you, man. Let's go ahead and move on. I'm gonna take you guys all the way back. This is a throwback, if you will. Street Beef Scrapyard, Jay Gotham versus Castro. This is Jay Gotham's first fight in the Scrapyard. This is how the legend starts. This is a tough bout, man. Both men coming forward, both men fighting their hearts out. Shout out to Castro. His heart is on full display. And these men are throwing hands, man. They're throwing hands, and they're doing it like warriors. No quit by either one. Fire fight. Street Beef Scrapyard. Jay Gotham versus Castro. Check it out. Let's go ahead and move on. Yeah. You see it as Street Beefs West Coast. And that's my fellow Gorillian. Relentless versus Rice Cracker. This fight right here, this was a banger, man. Point blank period. This was a struggle. You know, the thing with Relentless, he's undefeated. His previous fights, he basically ran through his opponents. This fight, he had to work each and every round. And he worked every round. We saw some beautiful striking. We saw great grappling, and some close calls. A few close calls. Street Beefs West Coast, Relentless versus Rice Cracker, fire fight. Check it out. Let's go ahead and move on. Yeah, I'm gonna take you back to OG Yard. with another classic bout. Street Beefs OG Yard, Memnon Warrior versus Black Goku. This is a classic. If you know Memnon Warrior, he's a legend in the OG Yard. Quite frankly, he's one of the best fighters across every branch of Street Beefs. Black Goku, he's one of the most creative fighters we have. He's one of the biggest personalities out of the OG Yard in recent years. This was bound to be a classic fight. Both of these men have styles. Both of these men, they come to bang, man. And to say the least, this was an anime battle between two characters. And we got a crazy stoppage. And if you know Street Beefs, if it's a stoppage, there's blood. Street Beefs OG Yard, Memnon Warrior versus Black Goku, fire fight. Check it out. The last firefight coming out of Street Beefs West Coast. This is another throwback. Title fight, Wedo Ponce versus Smokey. Man, this is the definition of back and forth. This is a tug of war. You got a clash of styles. You have the aggressive brawler counterpunching with the overhands and the hooks. And then you have the technical boxer coming in with the multiple combinations and trying to find and figure his way through. This is just definition of fire, bro. Point blank, period. Definition of a firefight. It's a title fight. And these men went all 5 rounds and they gave us a show. Straight banger. Street Beefs West Coast, Wedo Ponce versus Smokey, Samke and the Fire 5.
I love that. That was an awesome fire 5. I can light my bowl with so much fire. Shit.
I'm telling you, man, that right there, bro. Every single one of those, man, they have something special to them, man.
And I like that Rice Cracker Relentless because that fight is the one that got Rice Cracker on my Fighters to Watch one time. So that's how you guys know.
I remember that, man. I remember that. Yeah, man. It's not too often a new fighter comes in, loses his fight, and still basically, if you go back and look at that fight, you go through the comment section, a lot of people were rooting for Rice Cracker. A lot of people want to see him come back. And for anyone who knows, Relentless is just a dog, man. Like I said, his 3 fights prior, he ran straight through his opponents. It was a bit of a struggle, but he got the dub over Rice Cracker. And right now, man, we're looking at possibly a title match next. So shout out to Relentless, shout out to Rice Cracker, shout out to all those guys, man, because you're not going to be on the Fire 5 unless you did something,
Unless that's fire. Nah, I can dig it. Well, shit, man. Killer ass show. Had a fun ass time. Any last shout outs you want to give? Anything you want to say before we wrap this bad boy up?
Yeah, man. Let's go ahead and knock out the shout outs. First and foremost, I gotta thank you, Buddy V, for being a great co-host as always. I gotta thank Jay for being the best producer ever. I gotta thank our guests tonight, Sero and Lion Sin and Pride. You guys are phenomenal. We appreciate you guys and your time. Shout out Street Beefs West Coast, Street Beefs Scrapyard, Street Beefs Dirty South, and Street Beefs OG Yard. We do this for you guys. You guys in the live chat, you guys watching it back on replay. We do this for you guys. Thank you. And yeah, man. If you know me, I don't do the social media. If you want to see me, check me out here every Tuesday, every time. And yeah, thank y'all. Have a good night.
Hell yeah, I can dig it. I don't do social media. You got me. Shout out Dwell, Dwell-world.com. You can find the Yankee and the Brit official merchandise there, as long as with all my own merch and fighters that I sponsor. Fun time. Also, shout out to Overtime Hustle Magazine, Heart in the Fight. A couple of ones I'm not thinking of in the moment. I don't know why. Yeah, just always have a good time. My Instagram is _Buddy V. You want to get some free giveaways, some free stuff. I'm just gonna be loading up now. Things have been looking up. I've already been grinding around my city. I've been putting flyers all around town. I've been handing them out, going to businesses. So you're gonna start seeing a lot more growth. I love it. Woo, you get what you put in there.
That's dope.
Big thing. And yeah, like I said, shout out to everyone watching. Shout out to Jay. Shout out to you, Storm K. I mean, you held this shit down the first. I didn't even have to question if you had it the first time. I already knew. So thank you. And yeah, that's all I got to say. So in the words of Jay, one world, one love, deuces.